joins us. And Bruce Cameron is the author of How to Remodel a Man. He spent the last 2 years studying the question of why men do what they do and promises he can help any woman get her husband to do what she wants.
When we got married, we said, okay, we'll do things 50-50. And then the baby comes along, and all of a sudden, I'm like, wow, this half and half turned out to be like 90-10.
What do you say, Bruce?
Here's a mistake that women always make. You think that we men are really just pretending not to think just like you. That's not true. We don't think like you do. He doesn't notice the stuff on the stairs. If he says, I didn't see it, he really didn't see it. So that method doesn't work for you.
Yeah, it could pile up. But when Jay was saying just leave it there, I was thinking it could pile to the ceiling and he'd just walk around it eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And it does drive you nuts. So you have to live with it. Now, I don't know why you're not pitching in. I suspect it's because you have your area of responsibility. You've got to go out, you do your job and everything, and you come home and she does her job, right?
That's right.
Okay. So, but she feels like she's working a lot harder than she should have to. So what I would do is I would just take all that stuff that's lying around, put it in a garbage bag, and throw it out in the garage.
That's not bad. My word.
Okay, coming up right now, we want to know, do you feel that your husband, that the man in your life, your boyfriend, could use some remodeling? Well, we're going to explore this very thought-provoking question this morning with someone who has written the latest chapter in The Battle of the Sexes. It's a new book called How to Remodel a Man, Tips and Techniques on Accomplishing Something You Know is Impossible but Want to Try Anyway. And it's written by the very funny nationally syndicated columnist W. Bruce Cameron. By the way, you know his first book about getting along with your teenage daughters, 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. Where have you heard that before? Bruce, it's great to have you here. Okay, now you said that you really do have a test, a useful test for anyone on whether you're the man in your life needs remodeling, which is?
It's a very scientific test that I developed in the laboratory. And what you do is you face the subject, and people can do this at home.
Yeah.
Face the subject and determine, is he a man? If the answer is yes, then yes, he needs remodeling.
Oh, you know, it's really so helpful to have that.
So my boyfriend hates when I'm affectionate with him in public. So how can I fix that?
Can you take this on? Can you fix this?
Oh, yeah, we can fix this one, because this has to do with dating, and dating is a process by which two people share stress, awkwardness, and disappointment in order to determine the level by which they each need to lower their standards. So, in this instance, what I would say to this woman is if your man doesn't like it when you show him affection in public, then show other men affection in public. He'll like that even less.
Right.
With some holiday survival tips, and we are glad, Mr. Cameron, that you're here, because you are an expert. Traditional Thanksgiving really is, although everybody seems to want one. So how do we settle on that?
That's right, yeah. Just because last year my dad saw his hearing aids on the table and thought they were peanuts and fed it to the dog, does that mean that they're going to do the same thing again this year?
That could be expensive.
You, Bruce Cameron. Hey. How are you? Nice to meet you. So how was it when you heard that John Ritter, who is one of the most gifted physical comedians ever to play you? Is that cool?
Well, physically, I thought Brad Pitt would have been a better choice.
I was gonna say the same.
Yeah.
Turn like this.
You can
like hit it like that from the side. Right. Yeah. Because if I look at you like that, it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Brad. Yeah. It's Brad. It's Brad.